Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video of the 100 Days to CLAT series. So this is 78 days away from the CLAT exam, and this series is created with the intention to create an accountability partner between me and the viewers of the series, wherein I would discuss the tasks I have done for the day, the hours I have studied for the day, and followed by the mistakes, observations slash strategies which I am going to follow for the coming days. So let us start with the tasks of the day. So I decided to do the old GK portion, which I wasn't able to do 45 minutes over there. And these were the weak topics of mine, which I wanted to do it extensively, and I was able to finish these things in 3 hours 15 minutes. And these was followed by vocab in context. I didn't find any proper series of vocab in context, so I simply asked ChatGPT to generate me a few questions, and I've practiced around about 90 questions from there. And then both of these things wasn't able to do. GK videos not done. So I initially set a target for 11 hours, but I was only able to clock in 5 hours, which is quite shameful of a thing. The reason, maybe it might sound more of an excuse, I was having a headache, a terrible headache. So due to that I slept very early. So that was one of the reasons. Because today's day I don't want to mess with today's day, because today I am going to give the All India Open mock, the mock 33 I guess. Yes, mock 33. So these were the things which I learned from the logical reasoning. Core issue was this other flaw. The flaw which addresses there would be many flaws in the options. So but the flaw which addresses the core issue of the passage is the bigger or better option when compared to the other flaws. And generalization is another type of flaw, wherein you take an example of you and generalizes it for a group. False dichotomy means it's the option would say the flaw is such that there are only two possible or three possible probabilities, and there is no other possibility that can be possible. So this is another type of flaw, not a very common though. And for mirroring the flaw, which means there would be a question which would ask you, uh, mirror the flaw accordingly to the passage and create another flaw type question. We have to check which of the things which match the structure. So in that type of questions, first we need to classify which type of flaw it is, whether is it generalization wala flaw, dichotomy wala flaw, and the flaws which I have discussed yesterday. So after you classify that, then it would be far easier to answer that type of questions. And for parallel reasoning questions, we need to first see the questions. If there is a parallel reasoning question in the question set, then we need to be more careful about the structure and all. So these were the things which I learned in vocab in context things. And those were, don't eliminate the unknown option, and even don't select the unknown option. Only select the unknown option if you have eliminated the other ones. And then look for root words, consciously look for root words. This might add a bit of help for us. And the questions which have opposites in them might be the answer of that particular question. So this is a general observation. This opposite wala is a general observation, and rest all were a bit of things which might aid in my vocab in context questions. So today's mock, what is the strategy of today's mock? I would say the same as the last mock which I have given. That is, first I will classify the time limits, and then if at all I get an extreme set like logical set of the last time, I would even be open to changing the structure of changing my sequence. I would say changing the sequence and speeding up in legal and English mein I would try my best to have that at most efficiency with conscious deliberate efforts. So there isn't a lot of things. So today what I would do is I would simply revise my mistakes of the past few days or the past few mocks. I would highlight one or two key points which I will at all costs implement today, and then I would say that is it. Maybe I'll practice a few QT questions to improve my speed or get into that flow, and a few other type of questions of these logical English and all to improve my to get into that flow, I would say. Then I would read an AU1 passage, and I believe that is it for the today's mock prep. So that is it for today. I hope you liked the video. If you guys need any help, do reach out.